Essence has just been dropping a fire launch after fire launch, and I have accumulated quite a bit of them, including the new Silky Blur concealer. So I figured, why not do a full face of Essence makeup? So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get started with the base. We are going to start off with this Silky Blur primer. You can tell this is a silicone based primer. It goes on really thick and a little creamy, but the more you press it into the skin, you can feel it kind of drying down. I'm also going to put some right on the nose. Oh wow, you could actually see the difference. Interesting. Feels great on the skin. I can feel it's really matte, blurring kind of feel on my skin now. This is something that I am familiar with. This is the Correct and Conceal Under Eye Brightening Concealer in the shade Tan. It is very thin. I like to let it sit on my skin for about a minute, 2 minutes. It's been sitting for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend everything out. This foundation stick is clearly very well loved by me. I actually have a backup. This is the shade 230. I personally like to layer it with a liquid foundation, but today she's going solo. This formula is so creamy and so emollient. $6.99 for this foundation stick. The shade range is quite decent, especially for such an affordable brand, because I do find that more affordable brands will often sacrifice shade range to cut costs because they don't care about us. This glow that it leaves behind as well, in addition to the coverage, is insane. I think the average consumer is looking to save money, using it for practical purposes, is looking for convenience as well. And I think a stick foundation is the most convenient kind of foundation that one could use. And you can use just a little bit on certain areas. You can also use this to spot conceal or just cover up little blemishes if you like. Take it on your brush and apply it onto your face, or you can be like me and just like pack it on. Very beginner friendly, and if I was recommending a foundation to someone who just wants to start off with a light beat, a little coverage, I would recommend a foundation stick just like this for the price point and the convenience and the ease of use for a beginner. We're gonna try out the Silky Blur concealer, which I am super excited for, and it looks like a very creamy and hydrating concealer as the name suggests. I'm just gonna go ahead and just start to apply it underneath my eye. I'm testing out the coverage of a foundation. I just like to lay it directly under my eye to see how much of the shadow it will cover. And this one is looking pretty good coverage. One thing I am loving about the concealer right now, the shade range, again, just like the foundation. I love a concealer that stays where you put it. The initial application is only part of the battle. How this wears, how this lasts. Does it crease? Does it dry out my under eyes? Is it crackly? We want to see all those things. Applying like a higher end concealer, actually one comes to mind. Initially it feels a lot like the Tower 28 concealer underneath my eyes and the way that it applies. We're gonna go to part 2 for the rest of the makeup.